it's obvious what this is, right? So this post right here, like I tell y'all, everything has an origin. Everything originates from somewhere. So if you suffer from allergies like me, here how all these trees have just like produced all this pollen. Check this out.
I always wondered why pollen allergies were such a big deal in America. Growing up in India, we didn't hear much about this, so I dug into it. You see, in early 20th century, American elm trees dominated the North American landscape until a fungal species from the Netherlands hitched a ride across the ocean on backs of elm beetles. In what came to be known as the Dutch elm disease, quickly spread across the states and nearly wiped out these gentle giants. This put America in a frenzy. Scientists grew obsessed with genetically modifying these naturally occurring hermaphrodites to be dioecious, meaning to be either strictly male or female, to prevent unwanted pollination. Now you may ask, how is this related to my allergies? Well, when trees are functioning to their natural abilities, the pollen released by the male stamen are caught by the female stigma. So then blame the 1949 Yearbook of Agriculture by USDA, which stated, when used for street plantings, only male trees should be selected to avoid the nuisance from cottony seeds. This signaled urban planners across the United States to start planting male trees exclusively. This desire for disease resistance, aesthetic appeal, and litter-free characteristics of male-only trees worked great initially. But as these trees got mature, they started shedding pollen. Lots of it. Only this time, there were no female stigma to catch it. Botanical sexism, as it was then coined by horticulturist and pollen expert Thomas Ogren, created something that nature had never seen before, an urban pollen explosion that started the epidemic of allergy and asthma. It affects millions of individuals with respiratory...
So yeah, for reference, go back to your, if you listen to them, just pay attention, for reference, 1949 agricultural. If you go back, just go into the archives, check that out. Remember, there are 3 different types of pollen out here. You have maple pollen, weed pollen, and you have maple, weed, and it's one more, tree pollen. And we are affected by this tree pollen. So, back then when they wanted to plant all these trees and keep female plants away, because female plants produce. Y'all see how they did us. I hope this was helpful to somebody. Y'all have a good one.